So quickly, I think quickly, let's just start without further ado. Just a quick rehash of the messages. My name is Rohan. I work in the communications team at Ummeed. On 3rd of December, International Day of Persons with Disabilities, we launched Building Back Better. It's a festival of self-advocacy all through December by young people with disabilities and their families on building a better post-COVID-19 world. We're supporting the United Nations theme. It's building back better towards a disability inclusive, accessible, and sustainable post COVID-19 world. And for this campaign, we're inviting young people with disabilities and their families to send written messages, poetry, art, music, dance, and cooking videos on building back better. Today, we're doing our first Instagram Live, the first Building Back Better Instagram Live. We've been able to figure out the tech. Thank you to everyone who's still stuck on with us, who's kept patient, and now we'll start. And I mean, to tell you about Darshana, I was, for this, I was researching on her blogs. I was, going through her videos. I was going through her Instagram, and what I came across were some serious truth bombs and some really intelligent observations, some really profound observations over there. And today we're discussing why one should document their own story, and what can happen with it, and we're going to be talking about it through Darshana's experiences of documenting her story, of blogging, of sharing her feelings, and the impact that it's had on her life. So Darshana, over to you. Why should one document their own story, and what is the kind of impact it has had on your life?
Okay, so should one document their own story. So I guess with me personally, it happened very randomly and naturally that I decided to, one day sit and make a video on my story, on my disability, to talk about my disability. And then it was, I think, 2 years ago, and then after that, I started writing blogs on mental health and disability, and I started making videos and more videos on them. So it was very organic for me, and if I got to talk for others, so, I wanted to say that um, when you document your own story, uh, so documentation is not only making videos on YouTube, on Instagram, or writing blogs. Documentation can also be like writing your own diary, or making a chart of your life, or your day, or your year. So I think this all process of documentation gives you a kind of happiness or satisfaction, and you are more clear about yourself and your life. So and I guess, yeah, that is the answer.
Yeah, and Darshana, I think I want to talk about one of the answers you gave in the interview to Yashna for your interview in Narrative Therapy India. You should definitely read Darshana's interview. It's been done by Yashna, who is a therapist and a part of the mental health team at Ummeed. In that answer, Darshana talks about her transition from documenting herself through photographs to video, and she says that with photographs, her disability could not be seen, but with video, her disability could be seen. So, Darshana, if you could talk about that transition.
Yeah, so that was a very kind of intense thing that I spoke in that interview, because that interview was kind of very intense and formal. But yeah, I said that it's true that my disability doesn't it's not visible in my pictures, but it is visible in my videos. So but and I was not conscious about it when I decided to do videos and create content, but um um I was not conscious. I was hoping for best that audience will accept me how I am, and they did. I'm thankful for that. But um, my friends were very not everyone. My best friends were very, you know, conscious. They were telling me that people will, you know, people can judge you, people can put, mean comments and all. But I said it's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. And I went ahead. So I guess, yeah, it's a truth that my disability is visible in my videos, but I don't give importance to that. So it's okay.
Okay. So, I just want to tell everyone that Darshana was recently featured in the Humans of Bombay page on Instagram and Facebook. It was, I think, liked by about 11,000 people and 461 comments and about like 400 odd shares and so forth. And but I mean that post got me interested, and I started reading Darshana's blog. And one of the gems that I really discovered, one of the blog posts which she wrote during the lockdown was my favorite subject is myself. And she says that she doesn't, she always hated being asked, or not hated, but she was always like, why are you asking my favorite subject? She says that, and to quote her blog, she says, please open the subject myself and learn, study, and if you've passed in the subject of myself, you will top in life. And I found that incredibly profound. Darshana, if you could talk about that.
Thank you. Yeah, so that, that that is a very philosophy kind of my life I have that you are one subject and you have to learn yourself every day, or something new will come, or something interesting will come, something boring can also come, something hard, something easy, but it is very important to, study yourself, um, revise yourself, repeat yourself, research on yourself, do everything that you do with other subjects like science, English, mathematics, whatever. And so, yeah, I think that blog is very, very close to my heart. I think I wrote it with no filters, and so yeah.
And is documenting yourself a part of studying myself?
Um, I can say yes also and no also. Yes, because it can be. I think because content creation is something I do, something which is adding value to my life. I think I have learned so many things with this in past 3 years, and so yeah, it is, and it is not because I didn't did it consciously. I do because I get very much happiness with creating content. So I think yeah, yes and no both.
Okay. And like in on your Instagram, there another huge takeaway for me was you said like which was all becoming a part of this why you should document your story. You say something called you should wear your emotions, because I mean, Darshana is a fashion blogger. She's posting a lot about like I mean, different ways you can dress up, and I mean, and lifestyle and so forth. So my question is, if you could, like one of the things that really stood out was, Darshana was saying you should wear your emotions. What does that mean, Darshana?
Oh, that video really got so much of love, and thank you all of you guys first of all. it really everyone really liked it. So I think that's what pretty much I do in my day-to-day life. I think I dress up according to my mood most of the times. So I think yeah, it that video was really very natural and really it was me, the real me, and everybody liked the concept. I'm really glad.
Okay, I think I just want to like do a quick recap for everyone who's just joined in. My name is Rohan. I work in the communications team at Ummeed. I'm speaking to Darshana. Darshana is a blogger. I mean, she doesn't like to call herself an influencer as yet, but she's an Instagram blogger. She's a fashion blogger. She's co-authored Jugaad, a little book on mental health, was recently featured in Humans of Bombay, is a self-advocate for cerebral palsy. Yeah, and we're talking about why one should document their own story. What are the different ways? How that can help? And so just Darshana, just coming back to you. Coming back to you again. I mean, there are so many young people with disabilities who want to start out, who want to document their story, who want to maybe go online, maybe keep it offline. What
Hmm.
would you want to tell them, since there is always a fear of judgment and people are anxious to put their story out there or to document it? How should one go about it?
Yeah. I think first of all, I would not only talk about people with disabilities, because with everyone, even normal people. Um, some people are afraid and worried about, people judging them and trolling them and posting comments which are not, favorable. So, I guess don't worry so much. Just if you want to do, if you are passionate about something, please go ahead. Don't think about trollers and all. Um, because trollers will troll you. That is the sad truth of the world. That everyone trolls everyone. Um, Even the people told phenomenal personalities like Barack Obama, Priyanka Chopra. I don't know why they troll them, but even they get trolls. So I think the trollers are very faceless people, and they don't have anything to do by themselves, and that's why they troll. So don't think about trollers. If you want to just go and create something, just do it. Don't worry. And if you want to document yourself in other ways like journaling or chart making, just do it. It's photography is a part of journaling yourself, your life, your day. So just do it. There are so many ways of journaling, so documentation. So yeah, just do it. It's really fun and it's really worth it.
Okay. And Darshana, I want to talk about your blog post, the therapy room. And when I read your blog post on the therapy room, it felt like a love letter to the therapy room. I've never read the
It,
therapy room being described like you did.
it was a love letter to my therapist. I can't take her name, but it was a real love letter to her, and I love her. If she's here, I just want to that I love you, and yeah, it was a real love letter to her.
I wanted just like I just want to read like a couple of lines from her blog. She says, what do we all really want? No. Don't you say big house, car, outfits, food, and lots of money. you need to go to a place where you are not judged. We want someone who will not judge us in any way. That is my happy place. And that was a beautiful way of putting it. And I haven't seen like if and I feel like your blog post also like destigmatizes the therapy room and how like
Yeah.
it's spoken about. And how what do you think, like do you think like such documentations like this love letter to the therapy room can help in destigmatizing, like how you're documenting your story, you're helping other people? What impact do you think it can have?
Okay, so I would like to tell you the reason why I wrote the that blog. First of all, yes, it was a love letter to my therapist. Second thing, yes, I wrote it because I wanted to, there is a certain kind of stigma attached to therapy that you go to therapy when you are mad and God knows what. I don't even remember such negative things. And people take it so negatively, and they they hide their therapist. They hide if they go to therapist. I think there's nothing to hide. It is so lovely to have a have so close having so close relationship with your therapist. And I think therapy room, I think it has changed my life, and it has totally, you know, just upgraded me to another level. I think, and yeah, like I don't have words to describe it. I think you all should go and read the blog. Uh, yeah.
Definitely. I think the quickest way to read Darshana's blog, I mean, I'm sure Darshana will share the link with you as well, but quickly just go to Google, type Darshana Ramgiri blog, and it'll be in the first three results. That's how I found it, and I was able to read it. So you guys should definitely check out Darshana's blog. Um, now moving on, like like how Darshana, you were saying that you put your heart out, you're 100% out there. So my question is, how can young people with disabilities use social media to use social media safely to share their experiences? A, and B, should everyone be pouring their heart out, or should everyone be completely real, or should they project a certain form of reality?
Okay. So, yeah. So, a every it's upon every human being that they want to pour their heart out, and if they want to be real or no, it's totally on them 100%. Everyone has their own choices and priorities, and yeah, uh, so it's totally up to you. And the second thing, how to use social media safely. I think social media got many features, like, for example, keeping your account private, um, offering your comment section, offering your like section. You can, your stories are visible to whom only you want, and there's so many stuff that that can make your social media account like a locker, and uh, and you can just access to people whom you want to. So I think there are many ways. It's totally up to you how you use social media, and how how you use it, how careful you are, and what you want from it. And yeah, I think.
So I think after this question from my end, I mean, I just want to open it up to questions and comments. If there are any questions from for Darshana, you can leave them in the comment section. So Darshana, I think what I wanted to ask you was that if you could talk about, like, I remember the Humans of Bombay post, and you said over there that, like, you were going through a bad phase in life, and then your therapist told you to start a YouTube
Hmm.
account, and then things changed. And if you could just like talk about the impact, was it cathartic? What was it like? That's, I think that will.
I think it was one day we were just talking that what I like to do, and I told her that I like making videos, I like editing, I like music, I like fashion, and we got all this together, and the answer was YouTube. So she said, okay, if you are comfortable, you can try your hands on YouTube. So I said, yeah, like let's do it. And I went and I did it. So, and yeah, this is a story and how it affected me. And how it, YouTube has content creation, I would say, has just changed me so much. It has got so many qualities out of me. Like I have learned editing, I have learned shooting, I have learned directing, I have learned music. Um, I have learned so many things on my own, and to create a video, you need all of this, and I do it by myself, and I'm so proud of myself, and it gives me total happiness to do all of these things, and step by step, and then creating a piece of content. It is so amazing. So yeah, and then other things like I got to know that I'm good at speaking, I am confident, and what else? Yeah, many other things.
That was beautiful, Darshana. Palak Shah is asking. She says, if it's fine with you to share, then I would like to ask what keeps you going on in the difficult days.
What keeps me on going? Oh yeah. So the main things I would um tell you, which is uh, um my mom. She always, whenever I sit with her for at least 2 minutes, I get pumped up. So first is mom, second is my therapist. I think whatever I just talk to them, and yeah, I'm just pumped up with one call and a message, and my few friends um with whom I talk, and I just feel good. So yeah, the people around me, and if you see food, sometimes food or fashion or getting ready gives me so much of uh you know pairing your clothes and styling them in different ways. That all gives me the pump when I'm feeling low. When I'm feeling low. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. Darshana mentioned her mother because she's also written a blog about her mother, and I would highly encourage you to really check it out. I think Darshana, you wrote it on Mother's Day, right? You wrote it on
Yeah.
Mother's Day this year.
Okay. Because Mother's Day was on lockdown, and I was not able to do anything for her. No gifts. So I thought, let's write something.
Okay, that's beautiful. I mean, if anyone has any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Um, so, Darshana, what would be your like favorite blog post or favorite video, or the like sharing your feelings. What is the best feeling that you've shared in the form of some documented uh, video or photograph or written message?
The best and most favorite thing was um I think the therapy room. When I wrote it, I was totally getting all those times when I wrote it in lockdown. So I was missing so much to go to back to my therapy room, and I'm still waiting for it. And so I was just recollecting all of those memories, and I wrote that. So it is very, really, really very special. And the second blog is, I think, for the mom, for my mom, which I wrote. Even that is very, of course, very special. And on Instagram, I think the video of where your emotions, I think that is also very special and unique, I feel. So, yeah. And otherwise, I love all my videos. I guess I try to do something new. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm inviting just another reminder for questions and for everyone else who's joining in. I just want to quickly recap. My name is Rohan. I work in the communications team at Ummeed. Today I'm interviewing Darshana. Darshana is a fashion blogger, writer. She was recently featured in 2 Months of Bombay. We've just been speaking about her blogs. We've been speaking about the impact that documenting her own story has had on her life. And Darshana, now now that we were talking about the lockdown and I mean, of course, the pandemic and
Hmm.
how life has changed. My question to you is, what do you think are the good things that have happened? What do you think are the good changes that you want to hold on to that the pandemic has maybe brought in?
The most goodest thing has happened is that I got time to, create my videos and shoot something. Because in normal life I used to go college and here and there, and I used to get tired, and I was not creating anything. So in lockdown I got so much of time to create my content which I wanted. So I think that is the best thing which has happened in lockdown. Yeah.
Okay, and I think another blog post I want to refer to of yours is the one about like overthinking. So I think in the pandemic or in during this time, I think a lot of us, because of the problems that it has got with itself, all of us are overthinking, and a lot of us anxiety levels are at unprecedented levels. How do you think you know um, uh, we can help with the overthinking during this difficult time?
I think some point of time we all overthink. We all are human beings. I think our brain is made to overthink, and we just think the things which are not even real. So it's okay. But that blog which I wrote, I wrote because I went so much through. With overthinking in my anxiety and my depression phase, in panic disorder. So overthinking is very like like my overthinking was not normal. It was panic attack. So it was very bad. So so I think that's why I wrote that blog. I think I wrote that blog because I am in that blog. I am talking to myself. I am telling myself what to do and what I did. So, so yeah. And in pandemic, I think it's okay to overthink because I've observed that when you stop yourself to overthink, you you get into more pain and you become restless. So it's good that you make keep your mind open to overthink. It's fine, totally.
Okay, if there are any other questions or comments, I have just one final request for Darshana, one message on building back better to everyone from your end, and how we can build back better in a post COVID-19 world. Darshana?
Um, do we have any questions?
Yeah, I was asking, do you have one final message from your end, Darshana, on building back better in a post-COVID-19 world? How,
Yes.
to everyone who's watching and to
Hmm.
everyone who will watch soon?
Okay, so my final thing that I want to say is that uh, like still pandemic is going on, and if you have time, just do what you really love to do, and what you're really passionate about. It's not compulsory that it's about blogging or content creation or writing. You can do anything: painting, drawing, cooking, whatever you like. Just do it because you have time. Um, when the vaccine will come and pandemic gets over, we will again we will get to our real lives, and we will not have time for that. So please use this time very preciously, very positively, and yeah, that's it. And
Okay,
just
thank you so much, Darshana. I'm sure everyone is taking away a lot of important lessons and reflections, and there's a lot to think about what you have shared today. I also want to share with everyone who's watching. Darshana's blog is darshanaramgiri.art.blog. So it's Darshana Ramgiri, her name, art dot
yeah.
blog. And the other way to find her, is of course to Google search her. Google search Darshana Ramgiri space blog on Google, and maybe it should be the second or the third search result. Thank you so much, Darshana. I hope it was fun for you, and I hope it was fun for everyone who was watching. So sorry, we were third time lucky. Sorry for all the tech problems,
Very
and we're glad that we were able to figure it out. And keep following Building Back Better. We're running posts all through December. Sign up for the 33-kilometer walk for Ummeed in South Bombay, South Mumbai, and check out the Ummeed Inclusion Fellowship Program on across our social media platforms. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rohan. Thank you for having me. It was much fun. Bye, guys.
Bye bye, guys.